So I couldn't believe this, but a couple of weeks ago I started out to make this video, and I rode my motorcycle over into Roswell, and it just died. It just quit. And of course it had fuel, but it wouldn't crank over. The battery was just completely used up. And I guess I should have known. I should have been expecting it. The old battery was 8 years old, so I think I got my money's worth out of it. But anyway, I couldn't complete the video because I had to call a tow truck of all things, and I'm a member of AAA. So I had to call AAA, and they sent, of all things, a specialized tow truck. Who knew they had tow trucks specifically designed to pick up motorcycles? But they do. So the guy shows up with a truck, a pickup truck, 3/4 ton pickup truck, that has a specifically designed slide bed in the back. And he just powers that thing down, and you just roll your bike. It's nice and flat. It's only a few inches off the ground, and you just roll your bike up on it. He straps it down and pulls that thing back up onto the bed of the truck, and away you go. I included that photograph from Easy Motorcycle Tow website for you because I can't use any of the YouTube videos that they have as well, because that would be another person's content, and YouTube does not allow that. But they have both. They have several YouTube videos, and they have a nice website, and I will try to put a link to it in the video description. But I highly recommend these guys. This is not a commercial for them, but they did a great job for me. Really nice guy. Of course, this is what he does for a living. And I, of course, had to ask him. He says, well, what do you pick up most? He said, oh, by far, he picks up more Harley Davidsons than anything else. Well, you know, that only makes sense because there are so many more Harleys on the road than anything else. He said number 2 was Gold Wings. And once again, I think that would be because of their popularity. There are just plenty of Gold Wings out there on the streets. I also found it interesting that the tow truck driver rides a Kawasaki Vulcan, just like this one. So after the incident with my battery, I bought a new battery, put in, and then I was having an issue with the motorcycle would die. It wouldn't idle. And so I thought I would just go down the checklist. First thing I did was pop off the air cleaner and checked the filter. I made sure everything was okay there. I had an issue once before where some foam from my air cleaner got ingested into the engine, and that of course caused some similar situations. So anyway, that was the first thing I checked, and it seemed to be okay. So I reinstalled that, and then I thought, well, just for good measure, I'd go ahead and replace the spark plugs, because in checking out the age of the battery, which I determined to be 8 years old, I also figured that the spark plugs had about 8,000 miles on it. So it was time. So I put a new set of spark plugs in, and this it's only a twin-cylinder engine, 2-cylinder engine, but it takes 4 spark plugs. It has 4 valves per cylinder and 2 spark plugs per cylinder. After I installed the spark plugs, I added a little Seafoam fuel additive to the gas tank just to clean up the carburetor and the upper cylinders as well. And yeah, it's still got a carburetor. It's an old motorcycle, so it's still got a carburetor, but it works good, and that seemed to do the trick because it's running great now. And as always, if you enjoy my videos, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And as always, thanks for watching.